Well, all right now, I'm back again. Let's talk. So, yesterday I posed a question about limiting beliefs. And today I want to share a little snippet with you from my soon to be released book. And then I want to go into why it is important to really think about the limiting beliefs, because believe it or not, we all have limiting beliefs in one way or the other. So the book says, one night I was sitting alone in the dorm room lounge of the college I attended, mourning the death of a friend. In walks a tall man who looked nothing like the type of man I had dated before. He started asking me why I was sitting alone and not out partying. I shared my story with him, and instead of him leaving, he stayed in the lounge and talked with me for hours. He asked me for my phone number, and because he wasn't the type of man I thought I was attracted to, I hesitated. For months, this man came to visit me almost every other weekend. And when he wasn't visiting, he sent cards expressing how he felt about me. I was still confused over how I felt about him, because I had been in a relationship that was not of God, and I had thought for sure that man was the man I would marry. Boy, was I wrong, and I'm glad about it. But God had other plans. One day, this stranger said, "You're going to be my wife." What? Not me, I thought. You must be crazy. Man, I don't even know you. But I know enough about you to know that I want to marry you, he said. This was only 6 months into our courtship, if that's what you want to call it. I was still reserved because I was unsure of what I wanted. One weekday, I picked up the phone to call someone I had complete trust in, who could steer me in the right direction. I shared with her how I was feeling, and she began telling me that maybe I did want to be married, but I didn't know how to confess what I was feeling to God. She asked me, now listen, this is powerful. She asked, how can God answer your prayer if you don't know what you want? Woo! Wow, great question. And I was unprepared to answer it. So, yesterday when I asked you about limiting beliefs, that's what I was getting at. So many times you may be scrolling through social media or on YouTube, and you hear somebody say about, you're worthy, or the type of woman that men are looking for. Listen to me. I don't care what people are saying. If you want to be married, you have to first make up in your mind that marriage is what you want. You have to learn how to remove the limiting beliefs. And as I said, and I read in my book, even I had some limiting beliefs. I had to learn how to remove those beliefs that I had about myself so that I could receive the person that God had for me. See, I thought that this guy I was dating before was the man I would marry, but he was not the one that God had for me. See, my husband, when he showed up, he arrived on the scene with a marriage-minded man. The other guy I dated, he was marriage blinded. He wanted what he wanted. And that's why I talk about being in soul ties and ungodly relationships. And so When I made up in my mind to remove the limiting beliefs that were holding me back, I don't think it was a year later that my husband and I wed. So that's just a little snippet from my book that will be dropping soon. And I really do want to help you remove those beliefs that you may not think you have, but as a coach, that's something that I help my clients to do, uncover those limiting beliefs. And the ladies that I've worked with, they go on to do great, phenomenal things. And guess what? So will you. So today I'm asking you, what's keeping you from having the love that you desire? And let me give you an inside scoop. It's not God. So until we meet again, take care.